like got and you know some motivation, so be careful. Maybe we work too hard. Nice, okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, EPSA. Then we'll proceed with the next agenda point, being the outcome of the working statement 2. Technical, Gabriel. Gabriel, President, just to let you know that the laptop is back on. Thank you, Chloe. Let's start home. We proceed to the working statement number 2. The motion reads the 65th General Assembly accept the outcome of the working statement 2. I'll open the floor for discussion. Gabriel. Gabriel, President. So just because there are a lot of numbers to situate you here, this is the working statement on the visa application system for our the visa application systems. As you can tell from the reports, we don't have a lot of answers, but we have tried everything that's in our power because obviously visa application and procedures like that are out of our scope. We have tried our best to reduce the difficulties that our registration processes for events pose, and we have but I hope that you're satisfied with the results of the investigation. Thank you, Gabriel. We have a new comment from Musa. Waiting for the microphone.
Ev Musa Turkey. So on behalf of our members, I would like to thank you a lot for your effort. We agree with you that the visa applications are personal, so we just appreciate your effort.
Thank you, Musa. Do we have any more comments? Anand, go ahead.
Marion Latranche. We do agree that adding a question regarding the visa could be a good idea. Can you a little bit elaborate a little bit more on what could be this question, please?
Thank you, Anand. Gabriel. Gabriel, President. So during the sports month and applications, every time the VPIA feedback from previous VPIA defines the criteria that will be used for the support fund receivers and select them. And there are a lot of criteria. We talked about suggesting this to the next executives, but ultimately it will be up to them in the end to decide how they want to make the selection process. We identified that this could be one of the things that that is used to select applicants, but at the same time, it makes it harder for the executives to be able to read the applications without knowing what country they're from, because one of the main points is that they're anonymous and that we want to use based on people, no, not that we would, but just to ensure that that is the case. So it will have to be a discussion, and I would recommend that they also consult you regarding it before. Thank you, Gabriel. Do we have any more questions? I do not see any. Gabriel? Gabriel, President, then I close the floor for discussion on the motion. Thank you, Gabriel. We'll proceed then to the voting. I'll read out the motion that 65th General Assembly accepts the outcome of the working statement number 2. I'll ask the floor who is against. Any abstentions? Who goes for? Please, everyone needs to raise the voting cards high. Also the new joiners. Thank you. We have the results. We have 22 votes for, and against, no abstentions. The motion was carried. The next motion being the outcome of the working statement number 8.
I'll read the motion. The 65th EPSA General Assembly accepts the outcome of the working statement number 8. I'll open the floor for discussion, and first is Marlene. Go ahead, Marlene.
Regarding the EPA, there is no written report because the outcome is basically what we already, like it's already concluded. So the outcome was the regulation change. Okay, working statement 8 is the investigation into joint hosting joint events by member associations. So we proposed the regulation change in the last General Assembly that was already accepted that made it possible for more than one member association to apply jointly for one event. And as a follow-up, what we did until now was also gathering your input, gathering the input from ASEC Switzerland and PhD Germany, who already organized such a joint event, writing them into guidelines, which were already released to you.
Thank you very much, Marlene. Do we have any comments in the room? Questions or clarifications? I do not see any raised. Gabriel?
Gabriel, President, then I close the floor for discussion on the motion.
Thank you, Gabriel. We'll proceed to voting. The motion reads the 65th EPSA General Assembly accepts the outcome of the working statement number 8. I'll ask the floor who is against. Any abstentions? And who goes for? Thank you. We have 22 votes for, none against, no abstentions. The motion was carried. We'll proceed to the next motion regarding the intermediate outcome of the working statement. Sorry, no motion. We'll just have an update regarding the working statement number 11. Gabriel, the technical.
Gabriel, President, just to let you know that since we are not voting members, present quorum will consist of 8 members and not 7.
Thank you. Gabriel, go ahead.
Gabriel, President. So regarding working statement 11, for your information, this is the investigation on the implementation of actions of diversity that are stated in the code of conduct. You have the intermediate report in the GA package. Basically, what we did so far was brainstorm on how we wanted to tackle this specific investigation and how we wanted to guide the next executive in this investigation. So you have the brainstorm that we did. Let us know if you have any further endeavors that you wish take on for this investigation as we will be our
Thank you, Gabriel. Are there any questions or comments regarding this working statement? I do not see any. Gabriel?
Gabriel, President. Then I close the floor for discussion on the motion.
Thank you. We'll proceed to the next agenda point. Make the outcome of the working statement number 14. The 65th EPSA General Assembly accepts the outcome of the working statement number 14. Open the floor for discussion. Technical from Gabriel.
Gabriel, President, do we vote on the
Gabriel, go ahead.
Gabriel, President. So the working statement 14, for your information, is an investigation on how to gather and analyze data regarding EPSA activities and projects. It was supposed to be done by this General Assembly, but like I told you, the meeting, basically what we had time to do is identify the problems that we see in the current state of the evaluation that we do of our projects and activities. In the executive motion, we propose a motion to follow up on the results of the investigation. Understand that there's still a lot of work to do and it hasn't been done yet. But basically, this is the report with the problems that we identified, and throughout the next year, if the executive motion is approved, we will liaise with you, the next executive will liaise with you to understand how you want to tackle each of the problems.
Thank you, Gabriel. Do we have any more comments regarding this motion? Go ahead.
Elina KP's in Netherlands, so thank you for your research on this topic so far. We think it's very important to have a good evaluation strategy to improve all EPSA projects. So one thing you mentioned in the report is that the LS survey is really important and that you really want to use that. And I thought it would be good to take this opportunity to look at all the LSs present and stress that it is important to fill that in. And maybe we can also quickly, especially because now we're not working super late anymore, use this moment to discuss a little bit on what we think would be a best way to, like make sure more people fill it in, or do you not want to? Like, I just wanted to say, yeah.
We'll take it direct from Marina. Go ahead.
Marina DPA, I don't know if you remember, but we started this discussion in Athens already a little bit of gathered input. So I would, because I'm pretty sure not everybody was there, so I would follow up with this not now, because the brainstorming session always can get out of hand very fast. But right after the
KPSV.
In KP's in Netherlands, I get what you're saying that it can go out of hand, but then we also have a PC for that. Because my question is that what is your other way of getting the feedback from it? Because we see that in the emails, not many people are responding.
Thank you, KPSV. Marina.
Marina DPA, maybe what we can propose to do is put it as a point in any other business. Which also would give me time to give a sum up of what happened last time, so that we're not repeating points.
Does the room agree with this? Put it in the any other business. I see general agreement. Will be. Do we have any more comments about the motion regarding the outcome of the working statement 14? I do not see any comments registered. Gabriel.
Gabriel, President, then I close the floor for discussion of the motion.
Thank you, Gabriel. We'll proceed to the voting. The motion reads the 65th EPSA General Assembly accepts the outcome of the working statement number 14. I'll ask the floor who is against. Any abstentions? Who goes for? Thank you. We have 22 votes for, none against, and no abstentions. The motion was carried. We proceed to the report on working statement 5. The motion reads the 65th EPSA General Assembly accepts the outcome of the working statement number 5. Open the floor on for discussion. We have technical from Gabriel.
Gabriel, President, just to let you know why we're moving on to this one. It was supposed to be after the break, but since we are now a bit ahead of the schedule, we thought that we would already start working statement 5, get that done with, probably have a slightly bigger break, and then have more time to discuss the further changes, because as was pointed out also by you and the alumni, we will have more time to discuss it. So the extra 30 minutes in the next session will bring.
Thank you, Gabriel, for that clarification. We have a new comment. Go ahead.
Gabriel, President. So the final report on working statement 5 is about the investigation, as there was a follow-up on the investigation. On the EPSA restructure that was done in the 2021-2022. We have this report explaining every single decision that was made, both to change our internal processes, guidelines, but also the regulation changes that we have proposed. So I would give this report to you to ask any questions that you might have about specific changes that we implemented or that we proposed to implement in the regulation changes.
Thank you. Do we have any more comments regarding this motion? I do not see any. Oh, I do see. Sorry. EPSA, go ahead.
Dominic Assistant to Czech Republic, we wanted to ask if you could elaborate more on the methodology booklet and policy coordinator, educational affairs coordinator, because we see it implemented also in the regulation changes, so we'd like to know more about it. Thank you.
Thank you, EPSA. Gabriel?
Gabriel, President. Maybe I would ask Chloe to already read a letter that we got from our alumni, because some alumni from past educational department have sent us their opinion on this. They asked us to give it to the General Assembly. So Chloe can read it to you, and we can also send it to you if you want after. We'll be working on it in torso. Yeah.
Thank you, Gabriel. Chloe, go ahead.
Yes, Chloe, my coordinator. I will read you a letter of concern sent by five alumni, including Joseph Current, science coordinator in 1920 and vice president of education 2021 and president 21-22. Andrea Lordak, the educational affairs coordinator 2021, vice president of education 21-22. Marco, educational affairs coordinator 18-19, vice president of education 19-20. Stefan, educational affairs coordinator 19-20. And Diogo, who was educational affairs coordinator 17-18 and vice president of education 18-19. Sorry. So, dear General Assembly, we are reaching out to you as previous member and leaders of the educational department, as educational affairs coordinators and vice president of education regarding the regulation change proposals submitted by the executive aiming to relocate methodology booklet project under the policy coordinator's portfolio. As during our mandates, the first methodology booklet and its annexes were brainstormed, planned, and brought to life. We are aware of the actual human resources allocation requirements and the sheer amount of time dedicated to the project, all needed to ensure a high quality research, all the surveying, writing of the report, organizing the follow-up activities. We do understand the necessity to improve the project's deliverables for the betterment of all pharmaceutical students in Europe. However, the current EPSA executive hasn't consulted previous position holders that were involved in the transformation of this project, with particular queries on this proposal, or to simply gather more information on the timeline to develop such reports, as well as on the challenges faced during the project's implementation. We believe that the current proposal is made with a lack of in-depth analysis of the project structure and its intention, and it is in short supply of any further data provided by previous position holders that might inform of the broader picture of the project's overall purpose and its history within the EPSA educational department. Preparing the methodology booklet report document is a serious commitment which takes more than half a mandate if one aims to deliver a high quality output to be relied on by more than half of the mandate. If one aims to deliver a high quality output to be relied on by EPSA, its membership, and other professional stakeholders, including the EU institutions. Due to the current number of topics tackled by the European Affairs Department, several position papers which the policy coordinator is expected to write, update, and underpin by the advocacy strategy, we are concerned that the methodology booklet cannot receive the sustained required attention from the policy coordinator. The project is of high relevance for the pharmaceutical students across Europe as the core of EPSA advocacy. The next generation of pharmacists and scientists will be ready for their professional life. EPSA is the only body advocating for the good of pharmaceutical students and their education, and it should ensure that sufficient time and resources are dedicated to this topic. Moreover, the methodology booklet is not a single and crisp position paper, but a series of reports with evidence-based, which represents the opinion of the student regarding different aspects of teaching. As such, it is the most natural way for the educational department to remain the driver of conducting the survey and consequently developing the report, whilst closely collaborating with the EA department and in particular with the policy affairs coordinator, which plays an indispensable role in it. Indeed, it is evident that after the document is finalized, the EA department is ought to use it for advocacy, which includes a plethora of activities such as preparing a sustained and long-term advocacy strategy for the produced reports, engaging in public and targeted e-consultation whilst referring to the document, issuing short public opinions, sharing key opinions to events they are participating in, and sharing it with all the relevant professional stakeholders, especially the EU institutions. All of the above require a well thought out approach with precise task division and clear time commitment by all the parties, EPSA, EDU department, and EA department, and in close collaboration with the EPSA executives.
Hence, explained distribution of tasks would ensure adequate resource allocation to collect high-quality evidence and advocate for aspects related to teaching, while still having time to reflect and improve others, other positions on the topic of high interest to EPSA and its membership. For the reasons stated above, the here and after co-signers of this letter of concern strongly recommend the GA to lay on the table all the proposed regulation changes impacting the methodology booklet and ask the next EPSA executive to investigate in depth this project's future while taking into account previous position holders' opinion and recommendation produced by the previous EPSA team and General Assembly. Needless to say, we remain eager to engage in this process and help the Executive and General Assembly in finding the best possible solution for this project that is meant to ensure its growth and serve to its high expectations by the membership. We are hoping for your generous and kind-hearted assessment of our letter, which is meant to ultimately help the EPSA Executive and our community to improve the project conduction in order to achieve its tangible aim, which are set by the EPSA strategic plan.
Thank you, Chloe. Thank you, alumni. We have a technical Andre. Thank you, Andre. You can find the letter in the G packet. We have a direct comment from Gabriel. Go ahead.
Gabriel, President. So first of all, I'm sorry that these concerns are only reaching you now. We have contacted our alumni before that in the OD's meeting, but we didn't get any input where we were already starting the event, or we would have gone to you before with this, we didn't make an informed decision. We've talked about this, and in this specific case, we stand by our position, and I'd like to elaborate a bit more on why. Only educational department alumni have stated that they're against this change. Alumni from other departments with an external perspective, as members of our alumni advisory board, so that this has been discussed before, and that they agree that this is the logical step. The methodology booklet project is undergoing restructure, and we are delving into new topics that not only relate to teaching methodologies such as patient education, so it comes out of the scope of the education department. It is also important to note that when it was created, the methodology booklet consisted in a really, really long survey that took a long time to analyze, and as we are restructuring it, we already agreed to largely reduce the size of the survey. So we will not be as much of a burden in the policy coordinator as it was under the educational affairs coordinator in the past. We also believe that the data and positions that we have on pharmaceutical curricula should be the basis of our policy work and therefore the priority of the policy coordinator. And finally, we would like to stress that the educational department and especially the educational affairs coordinator will be expected to contribute to the project regardless of this change. So their input will still be taken into consideration at all stages of the process. It will just be under the coordination of the policy affairs group.
Thank you, Gabriel. Are there any more comments in the room regarding the outcome of the working statement number 5? I do not see any. I do not see any comments. We do have a comment from the EPSA. Go ahead.
About this equivalent, in the outcomes, you said that professional cost coordinator is overworked, and you are looking for some suggestion how to help him with those overload. So I have a question, maybe for you or for delegates. So, what do you think about creating, maybe not now, but in the future, the separate coordinator of mentoring project? Because it's a huge project, and now it's under the responsibility of the professional affairs coordinators, and it may help somehow.
Thank you, PPSA. We'll have a short technical break for the executive to discuss. Point of information, PPSA.
About PSA point, like I'm just want to throw the idea, like not to make like necessary confusion for you. So
Thank you.
Okay.
Adam, I'm not sure this was a point of information. And as a general note, the executive can just take a break to discuss the common stance of the executive and have the answer from Gabriel.
Gabriel, President. So yesterday in the these meetings, I mentioned to you the real cost of having an additional position added to the EPSA team. It's usually over €1,000 of travel expenses for the team fund. It's extra events in all of the 16 meetings, and it's discounts that the RCs need to provide for each team member. So the bigger the team is, the harder it is for the RC to accommodate all of them. So just with 5 seconds to think, the executive wouldn't go for this proposal, but regardless if such a change would be made, it would be more consideration and a careful consideration. It would never happen for next year. So if after the DA or during the year feel like that this is something that should be looked into, it can be looked into, it can also be investigated. So after the DA, I would hope to that or even like discussions for the motions for next DA, something like that. We could discuss it later. It's just immediate reactions we probably would be instant, but if you think that it's worth investigating, obviously we're here to do that.
Thank you, Gabriel. Thank you, executive. Do we have any more comments regarding the outcome of the working statement number 5? I do not see any. Gabriel?
Gabriel, President, since this was also a point that was asked and it is included in the report, does anyone want to talk about the okay, never mind, I got it.
Thank you, Gabriel. Do we have any more comments? I do not see any. Gabriel?
Gabriel, President, then I close the floor for discussion on the motion.
Thank you, Gabriel. We'll proceed to the voting. The motion reads the 65th EPSA General Assembly accepts the outcome of the working statement number 5. Ask the floor who is against. Any abstentions? And who goes for? Thank you. We have 22 votes for, none against, and no abstentions. The motion was carried. Then we'll proceed to the break. Gabriel?
Gabriel, President, thank you so much for the good start. We're doing very well. The break was it was scheduled for 4:30. It's 4:18, so we will have a 42-minute break, and I will see you here all at 5.
Thank you. Don't take your places yet.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot that there's a roll call before. I was too happy, sorry.
Thank you. Stay on your seats. Elisa will now perform a roll call. Go ahead, Elisa.
I will perform a roll call. I have ATOC Austria, VPHSA Bulgaria, CPSA Croatia, EPSA Cyprus, CCPSA Czech Republic, ANEP France, VPHB Germany, EPSF Greece, LTSA Latvia, SFP Lithuania, KNP Sweden Netherlands, EFSO Belgium, Latvia, and the KNP Sweden Netherlands, EPSA Poland, APEC Portugal, Nostra Romania, Nostra Serbia, SPSA Slovakia, Slovenia, FEF Spain, ASEP Switzerland, EPSA International Turkey, EPSA Ukraine.
Wait while we will count the voting cards. Go ahead, Elisa.
Elisa Sexton, I have collected 22 voting cards.
Gabriel.
Gabriel present, and I suspend the standing orders. 40 minutes, not 42, but I'll see you here at 5 sharp.
Thank you, guys. See you soon.
Okay.